No! No!
So nothing says Friday like pizza and fancy drinks. I'd say pizza and beer, but I don't drink beer that often. And this doesn't even have alcohol in it. I'm just currently obsessed with drinking fizzy waters with added freeze-dried fruits. So that's not a little bit of alliteration for your Friday night. I don't know what is. Today I'm gonna show you how to make an awesome low-calorie pizza with a lot of protein in it. And that's kind of it. Let's get it together so we can get this video done because it is Fast Food Friday and it's gonna be a quickie.
Pizza party, pizza party.
So first you're gonna need equal parts of Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but what you're gonna need is a little bit of baking soda in that. Also, if you're using this, make sure you put in the proper blade, as I did not. You need the dough blade, and so go ahead and give it a little switcheroo right there. I am using 170 grams of yogurt and then 90 grams to start with for my flour, but it tends to not ever be enough because the yogurt is a little bit on the thicker side, so it's gonna be too sticky. So every time that I do this, I do end up weighing it out and making a new recipe because I want to make sure that I'm getting the right calories, and each time it's off depending on how much I'm using as far as flour goes, because if it's humid or whatever that day, then the dough turns out a little bit different. So this is a 2-ingredient dough. You could be done with it with just the flour and the yogurt, but I like to add things to it when I'm making it into a pizza crust, like salt and basil. I use dehydrated garlic because it kind of infuses better in the dough and you get a really good flavor. I'm also throwing in some oregano and salt, a big pinch of salt. Always tastes a little bit better with some salt. As per usual, I'm gonna need to add a little bit more flour just because it's way too wet. So I'm weighing out what I'm adding in the second one. It ended up being about 100 extra grams. If you give it a little stir, then you give it a little poke, and it's a little bit of a sticky mess, you're gonna add some more flour. I ended up adding 50 grams the first time, 50 grams the second time, for a total of 100 additional grams of flour. Give it another stirry stir, another little dippy tap, and when it's no longer sticky, you are good to go. So from here, you're going to want to generously flour your countertops. We're gonna roll the dough out, and yeah, let's get it going. I also like to flour the top of the dough. Sometimes I flour the rolling pin when I'm smart and I remember, and then it doesn't stick as much. It is a sticky dough though. Like, it's not like your regular pizza dough. It's gonna be a little bit more on the stickier side. Always make sure that when baking with flour, you make a giant mess. So your oven should have been preheating at 350. You're gonna throw this on some kind of a baking sheet or a pizza stone or a cast iron, really whatever you want. I like to throw it in the oven for about 15 minutes to start, but it depends on how big you've made your dough. It's not going to brown up a ton within that first 15 minutes, but you're just trying to pre-bake it a little bit. So once you've done that, go ahead and add your toppings. All I'm doing is cheese, so a pre-made sauce from a jar, whatever, and then I did mozzarella cheese. I have in the past done like mozzarella and Parmesan, turkey, pepperoni, peppers, onions. Man, you can do whatever you want. For the simplicity of this, I went ahead and did just these two ingredients. Have everything assembled again, you're going to go ahead and throw it right back on into the oven for another 15 minutes. And in the last 5 minutes, I want you to throw it on to broil. Beautiful. So melty, cheesy goodness. So for one serving of this, it's a fourth of the pizza. You're looking at 282 calories. If you ate the whole thing, which you totally could, you'd be looking at 1,130. A normal pizza from like Pizza Hut or Domino's for just cheese, this size, which I would consider about a large, you'd be looking at about double that, so like 2,200 calories. So this is kind of a win. Boom, bites. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you make this recipe and I hope that you enjoy it. See you next time.